It's been 3 months since those deadly Southern California wildfires started. The urgency to rebuild what burned on land is now being matched by the effort to rescue sea life sickened by the wildfire runoff into the Pacific. CBS's Carter Evans goes in depth tonight on the toxic ripple effects.
Look at where this animal is.
It's a pitiful sight, a sick sea lion stranded in fire debris.
This is why it's so important to clean this up.
Harris Silver found the animal struggling on the littered beach where the Palisades Fire burned down these beachfront Malibu homes. Since then, little has been done to contain the runoff.
That's an open septic tank 2.5 months after the fire.
Feet from the ocean.
Feet from the ocean.
You should absolutely not touch this stuff with your bare hands.
Tracy Quinn is CEO of Heal the Bay, a nonprofit that recently tested the water.
What sort of toxins are you finding out there?
We're seeing a lot of heavy metals. That debris is still sitting there within the high tide line. So every day the ocean is washing up and lapping those contaminants into the sea.
At the same time, there's a dramatic rise in the number of sick animals washing up on the shores of Southern California.
There's a sick animal over on the other side.
We rode with a rescue team to capture a sick sea lion.
Once we put the net around her, she might wiggle around.
And take her to the Marine Mammal Care Center for treatment. There are so many animals here, they've built enclosures in the parking lot.
Every day that we come in, there's at least one of these animals that has passed away overnight.
John Warner leads the nonprofit and says the animals are eating fish that consumed an algae with a toxin called domoic acid.
It's a neurological toxin. It affects their brains. They're having seizures, completely disoriented.
Algae with domoic acid is sometimes called a red tide. It existed before the fires, but biologists suspect windstorms that fueled the flames also stirred up sediment in the ocean. That, along with the nutrient-rich runoff, is feeding the algae.
Whether it be with a fire or just organic waste flowing into the ocean, those all contribute to the size, scale, intensity of these blooms. And we believe there's a direct correlation to the toxicity levels in the algae itself. They're at a high level during this particular bloom.
And the hazardous contaminants from the fire debris could cause even more long-term problems.
We're going to see a lot of the animals that are lower on the food chain consuming a lot of those heavy metals. And then as those get consumed by larger fish in the sea, that will accumulate throughout the food chain.
Something that could eventually impact people eating locally caught seafood. Carter Evans, CBS News, Los Angeles.